Gosh dang, welcome to the channel, everybody. I was just watching one of Tyson have a Workplay TV, one of his new videos, and he's playing with a brand new 2019 Ram 35 Husky, the high output and everything. I'm over here, I'm working with a fence. Gosh dang. I have looked into getting one of those new trucks. I have quite a bit. I've made a lot of phone calls actually, but you know, as sweet as it would be, it'll be another video. Maybe I'll tell you why I don't want to get one of the new ones, but we needed a new fence because, well, we needed a fence in general and a blinder fence at that, because when everybody comes around this corner right here, they can literally see straight down into the shop. We don't need this cat right here knowing our business, knowing what kind of 12 valve action we got going on. So think what you will of how I designed the fence. Everything you see here we had laying around. Dad milled the lumber for both the horizontal and vertical, so that stuff was laying around and it wasn't ever going to get used for anything. And then this T-post idea, I had to use these T-posts that have the holes in them. I had that idea when I was a little kid, and now that I own my own place, I thought, why not freaking try to see how this lasts? And for time's sake, this was very quick to put up, and so far so good. I'm pretty happy about it. So let's go up the road and go to my buddy's house, because he gave me open range to his fridge and mine's dry. So we'll go up there and we'll see how this looks, and then we'll go down there and we'll start tearing in to Grandma's truck and get it out of the shop and get it cleaned up and get one step closer to that bird getting done. I'll tell you what, I really like this truck. It'd be cool if that check engine light wasn't there. That would be super awesome. Oh my goodness, but she is fun. Get her out of second gear. All right, coming down here to the house. Oh yeah, that blinder fence needs to carry out about another 40 feet, but right here where you're on top of it, yeah, you can't see much. Let's go over here and steal something from my buddy's fridge. You guys seen my buddy's truck before? Shelves a couple dark Bartles. Turn the light off. Pays to have good buddies. Let's get down to the nitty gritty of it. We gotta get Grandma's truck out of the shop because it needs steam pressure washed off to a whole nother level dirty right now. So one thing that needs to be done before we go any further is I need to clean the shop so I can get the other truck in here to pull this thing out of here. And I'm gonna do it by myself, but we're not gonna make any excuses here, guys, because we ain't about 5 minutes of excuses why we haven't made videos. We're just gonna throw you guys on a time lapse so I can bump my music without getting demonetized, and I'll put something goofy on for you guys. Sit back, enjoy the ride. Let's get Grandma's truck out of here. And hopefully you guys have a great and awesome day because of this video, or just in general. Let's get it done. We gotta pause in the middle of this. We got somebody, they're always wanting to block the driveway, so check this out. This is what we're gonna do. This little switch here, light bar out the back. We could just do one out the front. That's good. And we'll back up here and beam these. They're literally blocking my driveway. They're behind that little gate right there. We're just gonna leave this right here. This is so annoying. People do this all the time. Look at this. Get out of my driveway, guy. Come on, move it up the road. You're blocking the driveway. You're blocking the driveway. No, bud, that's private property. You can't question it. Thank you. I appreciate it. God. You guys believe that crap? The guy wanted to argue with me. You're on my freaking property. Get off my driveway. I don't know if you guys are familiar. The guy's named Sebastian Montepulciano, and that's something like that. He's an Italian comedian, funnier than hell. Taylor surprised me the other day for our date night. Got us tickets to go see him down at Thunder. Man, he's so funny. He's got this security system. Probably some of you guys have it, but you know, you got cameras up all over the place. You got things when you open the door, alarms go off. But he's got the camera, when it goes, some motion sensors, turns it on, his phone dings, and he says he's always looking at it because he's always worried about the house. And the cool thing about it is, if someone's walking around there, he can talk into his phone, microphone on the camera at the house, no matter where he's at. And it's a PA system. So he was talking about people doing this. Sure, that guy's probably harmless, you know, but what if you got kids in the house? I don't know that cat. I don't want him hovering around the driveway. When you got a couple little kids sleeping in the house, you don't want to deal with some garbage like this. So security is pretty, you know, especially once you buy your own place. Man, I can't stop thinking about it. I got this light. I made a path through the woods so I could see the shop from the house. I mean, I've only had grandma's truck and my dirt bike in here, but freaking, I'm worried about it all the time. And someone's parking in the driveway. That guy pulled up here and dimmed his lights. What the was that about? Well, anyway, so Sebastian, his bit was this zombie comes up, pretty much, you know, a tweaker kind of guy, comes up, gets in his driveway, 3 in the morning. His wife's asleep. He just wakes up instantly when the phone goes off. And this guy's hovering around his front yard. And what he did is, I don't know if you guys remember my dad's place, but I got a motion sensor light set up, similar like Sebastian's got, same thing. But it's not just like a little, like this little dinker that I got set in here. I haven't upgraded this one yet. But, you know, your standard, whenever you get by the door on this bird, it kicks it on. But I rigged the one up at Dad's, so it's got a light that lights up the neighborhood. It goes to a freaking cord that lights up the backyard. It lights up everything. So he's got the similar thing, but he's got the freaking PA system on his phone. So the guy's walking around his driveway, wife's asleep, kid's asleep. He's wide awake watching this guy on his phone while he's laying in bed. So he flips on the PA thing and he just yells at the guy, "Get off the driveway." And the way he said it was the funniest joke of the night, and everything else he said was funny. But look him up on YouTube, I mean Netflix. He's freaking funny, but I can relate so tough because I'm just, every time I see anything going on out there, I'm like, what's going on? So anyway, that 5-10 minute intermission, you're welcome. You're not going to find that kind of content on the other diesel channels, I guarantee you that. Oh, so let's try and get this thing out of here by myself. I'm going to leave the parking brake set just a touch and hook it up to the old 98 and get this thing carted out of here. Maybe I'll get Boone to drive. What do you say, Boone? Oh, it's past his bedtime. Let's get this thing moving. Oh, you guys haven't seen her good side in a while. Figure out a way to put it back in here so you guys can see all gray. By the way, she is going to be painted the same color. maybe a touch darker, but she'll still remain the name Old Gray. See if we can get this bird going here. Well, we're coasting, boys. Woo! Better slammer and park. So the parking brake wouldn't hold it, so I stuck this in between the seat and the pedal, the brake pedal, and it held it. I mean, it jammed it in there. That thing wasn't coming out. So I'll go up there and shut that truck off, and we'll end this video. Man, oh man. Well, we now have officially opened up all the space for more activities in here. But man, I am dragging asphalt. That took a lot longer than I planned. Everything today. I had to get the fence done, got it done, had to get Grandma's truck out. Yes, we finally, success. A couple other things today, but we won't go into that. But Boone and I got a pretty good system going on. He does the heavy sleeping, and I just stay awake and work all the time. I'm trying to do like 36 hours into a 24-hour shift, but if the record goes as a 12-hour shift is like a half-day work, I'm working a full day. I'll give it. But we opened up the shop just to fill it again with the 08. If you guys can see it out there, man. Let's go into that real quick before we wrap this video up. I cannot legally express my frustration and anger with that, not the truck, but just everything I've added to it. I might have made it worse than ever, and it's really frustrating. But if I went full Hulk on that story, the GoPro would probably break and you guys probably wouldn't watch me anymore. But longest time we've been chasing a good exhaust brake. Now, we had a couple issues with the aftermarket one, but through something goofy idea, I went back to a VGT, but I got a 64 by 67 VGT. Now, pulled good at first. At first, it felt fine. It didn't feel too much different than stock. I didn't mind it at all. I honestly lost a little bit on the big end, but through some recent developments, I might have an explanation for that. So, whole thing, new turbo on there. The exhaust brake wasn't working quite right. The tuner I had at the time was claiming it wasn't his tunes. Come to find out, now that I put new tunes on it, the exhaust brake is working perfect. What the hell? Knock on wood that it keeps working perfect, you know what I mean? So we knocked out the exhaust brake issue. But then we fall back, we got another problem. We're raising high EGTs. Now the people I bought it from, they're really working with me, trying to get revisions to me pretty quickly. And man, I'm on my 4th revision. But you know, they're trying to get this sorted out. But so I've been running such high EGTs. I haven't been, you know, my boost hasn't been that high because I haven't been putting too much on the throttle. So it's really easy to get 1300 like really quick. And once it hits that, I want to shut it down. People go higher than that, but what the hell? I never needed to go higher than that before, and it pulled great. So I was really starting to pay attention to my boost. Tow an empty max effort on level 5 EFI Live. It's running like 33 PSI with new tunes. And I was like, man, maybe they're boost restricting me on this new tune. So I switched it to my old ones because I still have them on my auto cal. By the way, I have like 100 gigs of just footage of me trying to get that thing going. Multiple takes of the same thing over and over again, trying to get it. And every time it's been left, you know, I can't use it. So I will have a bunch of footage for V2 stuff when it finally sorts out. But as for now, I switched back to my old tunes to see what kind of boost I was running. And I was getting 35, which is still pretty lousy given the turbo and Steed Speed manifold, BD cooler, intercooler, and a Banks Monster Ram. You know, decent sized turbo. I'm expecting in the 40s without a doubt, especially on a hard pull. So last night I spent about 2 hours pressurizing the system, checking for boost leaks. I found 2 little itty bitty ones, and I cleaned the air cleaner, took it for a rip, made no difference whatsoever. Max effort with a 10K truck going up the hill. I'm running maybe 30 PSI. It's ridiculous. So, gonna bring it in here. We're gonna see if we can find a leak. Honestly, shut up, Ford. A guy at Ford earlier, he took off just ripping into it, rolling coal. I don't know if he made it up to like 13 mile an hour. Just kidding, he was going like 30. But anyway, back to my Dodge that's broken-ish. Check engine light comes on now with the new tunes. I'm like, what the hell? What is going on here? So if we have an issue with something that I've done, I've double, triple checked every freaking clamp. No issues there. Tighten those 2 bolts. There were a little leak, which I don't think made any difference. And then if it's intercooler, if I got to get a new intercooler to for some reason it's cracked, so be it, just to get this knocked out and behind me. But I tell you right now, I really wish I would have just done the 2nd gen swap with 463. Comment below if anybody's running that on a 6.7. I know I've talked to you guys about it in the past, and there's so many comments since then I cannot remember. But comment it below who's running a 463 2nd gen swap and you tow heavy. When I say tow heavy, I'm not saying tow a boat. I'm saying at least 20,000 plus pounds behind your truck. Let me know how that thing feels, spools and everything, because it does still have a pack brake PRXB in the truck, but I can't use that when I have the VGT turbo. They don't work together. I don't know why. But I still have an exhaust brake if I do a fixed vane turbo. And I'm very freaking close. Honestly, even if I figure this out, I'm probably gonna delete the VGT, but it just works so freaking good as an exhaust brake. I love it as an exhaust brake. Or maybe I'll go back to a stock one, because apparently my stock one is still completely fine. That's another story. But one thing before we close out this video, after you guys comment below and let me know about the 463 2nd gen swap, and remind me of anybody that has it, you guys do an awesome job just communicating with me. Most of you guys, I recognize your username or your photo or both. So what I want to do, a guy with a Chevy that has a Cummins in it gave me this idea a while back. He actually already sent me a photo of his truck, but he's got a square box Chev, crew cab, long bed, beasted up, and he's got a 12 valve key in it. And he said, get everybody to send some photos of their rides. Now, you could be driving a Ford with a Cummins in it, a Ford with a Power Stroke. If it's a sweet truck, makes you money or makes you smiles, send it to me. DM's probably the easiest, or you can find my email in the link below, or in the description below. But Samson underscore, how is it? Samson underscore Andrew, yeah, that's right, underscore again. I'll put it right here. Find me on Instagram, send me a photo of your ride. I don't care what it is. If it's freaking awesome, send it. And what I'm gonna do is compile it all for a video, and we're gonna go down the line and I'm gonna judge them. You know, not like beat them up saying they suck like Simon Cowell, but we're gonna make some, you know, good content out of what you guys' rides are, because I show you guys my stuff, and you guys hit me up before and showed me your stuff on numerous occasions, your trailers and all that. So send me a photo of your trucks, cars, whatever, and I'll go through and I'll pick my favorite, and I'll tell you what, I'll up the ante a little bit, because I'm going to give back to you guys, because you guys watching my videos will pay for the 2nd gen swap. Enough people will watch, we'll get it. But I will donate or give away a hat and a keychain to the winner of the best vehicle that you guys send in, whatever truck it is. I'm getting kind of tired, so my words are starting to fall apart. But send me a photo, I'll pick my favorite, and I'll give you a hat and a keychain. Fresh V-Belt merch. So on the next one, old son, we'll see you guys later. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. It's been awesome having you guys watch. But hit them buttons, like, comment, subscribe. We will see you on the next one. Later.